welcome back as we explore the new Swagatam Tarot. And what I did was I wanted to use it with the Gita deck. So what I want to do is say if I'm doing let's just do a 3-card reading now. I've got no idea of the Sanskrit for it. I might do a little bit of research and then have a look at the Gita card as well. With the Hinduism and interesting. So let's do a 3-card spread here. 1, 2, and 3. Right, 3-card spread. So let's have a look. The first card we have here is Page of Pentacles. Now, Page of Pentacles to me is all about what are we learning, what are we discovering about life. You know, what are we learning, what are we discovering. Next one we've got is the 8 of Smoke. Now, 8 of Smoke with the Neem. Now, smoke was about space and an 8 was about plants. So let's have a little bit of a look-see in what that means, because I still don't know that. And 10 of Swords is that sense of things ending, so new can begin. It's autumn, okay, which is interesting. So trees falling, so it could be about the leaves falling off the tree, that things of something being left, being released and let go. Like I said, things ending. Okay, so I know about things ending and things being discovered. Let's have a look at the 8 of Smoke. So 8 of Smoke. So 8s was trees, of course, which represent 8s and trees represent power, money, balance, and materialism. They can also indicate changes to be made in the lifestyle. So we've got 8 of Smoke, which is the Neem, which talks about a bit, that's right, a loss leading to gain, a failure leading to victory. So it feels like that there has been a loss. So with the Page of Pentacles, there's a lot for us to learn and discover as we look at what we've lost, so that we can get that we can have success, we can have that sense of achievement in our life. And it all comes down to what are we needing to let go of? What are we needing to let go of? So let's have a look at the Gita deck here and see what message we get within regards to that sense of learning and discovering, that sense of things like the challenging, the things to be quite a lot of challenging to bring the success that we actually want. So it's all about what do we need to lose to, you know, what needs to end before it can begin. So it's interesting here. Right, the Gita card in regards to this. Let's have a look. This knowledge is the king of education, the rarest of all secrets, and the purest knowledge, because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. It is the perfection of religion. It is eternal and joyfully performed. Chapter 9, verse 2. Secret of secrets. Interesting to think about and reflect upon as we look at this, things that are ending. There certainly are a loss of some sort. We look at what we're learning and discovering in our journey. Okay, so what was the chapter 9? verse number was it? 2. Here we are. So this knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secret. It's the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and is joyfully performed. This chapter is called the king of education because it is the essence of all the doctrines and philosophies explained before. Among the principal philosophers in India are Gautama, Kanada, Kapila, Yajnavalkya, Sandila, and Vasivanara. And finally there is Vasudeva, and the author of the Vedanta Sutra. So there is no dearth of knowledge in the field of philosophy or transcendental knowledge. Now the Lord says that this 9th chapter is the king of all such knowledge, the essence of all knowledge that can be derived from the study of the Vedas and different kinds of philosophy. It is the most confidential because confidential or transcendental knowledge involves understanding the differences between the soul and the body, and the king of all confidential knowledge culminates in devotional service. Generally, people are not educated in this confidential knowledge. They are educated in external knowledge. As far as ordinary education is concerned, people are involved with so many departments: politics, sociology, physics, chemistry, mathematics, astronomy, engineering, etc. There are so many departments of knowledge all over the world and many huge universities, but there are unfortunately no university or educational institution where the science of the spirit soul is instructed. Yet the soul is the most important part of the body. Without the presence of the soul, the body has no value. Still, people are placing great stress on the bodily necessities of life, not caring for the vital soul. Especially from the 2nd chapter on, stresses the importance of the soul. In the very beginning, the Lord says that this body is perishable, and the soul is not perishable. That is a confidential part of knowledge. Simply knowing that the spirit soul is different from this body, and that its nature is immutable, indestructible, and eternal. But that gives no positive information about the soul. Sometimes people are under the impression that the soul is different from the body, and that when the body is finished, or once one is liberated from the body, the soul remains in a void and becomes impersonal. But actually that is not the fact. How can the soul, which is so active within this body, be inactive after being liberated from the body? It is always active. If it is internal, then it is internally active, and its activities in the spiritual kingdom are the most confidential part of spiritual knowledge. These activities of the spirit soul are therefore indicated here in constituting the king of all knowledge, the most confidential part of all knowledge. This knowledge is the purest form of all activities, as explained in Vedic literature. In the Padma Purana, man's sinful activities have been analyzed and are shown to be the results of sin after sin. Those who are engaged in fruitive activities are entangled in different stages and forms of sinful reactions. For instance, when the seed of a particular tree is sown, the tree does not appear immediately to grow. It takes some time. It is first a small sprouting plant, then it assumes the form of a tree, then it flowers and bears fruit, and when it is complete, the flowers and fruits are enjoyed by persons who have sown the seed of the tree. Similarly, a man performs a sinful act, and like a seed, it takes time to fructify. There are different stages. The sinful action may have already stopped within the individual, but the result or fruit of that sinful action is still to be suffered. There are sins which are still in the form of a seed, and there are others which are already fructified and are giving us fruit, which we're experiencing as distress and pain. And there's a whole lot more. Okay, that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care, and blessed be.